This is my audience. How to change a tire without Google. Imagine you're driving down the road one night and bam, it happens. You're stranded and your tire just popped and you're clueless on how to change it. There is always a possibility of having a blowout, and it's very vital that you know what to do in this situation. I just recently learned how to change out a tire, and I realized that it's a very valuable lesson that everyone should know. There's a chance of 1 in 1,250 people that you may have a flat tire today. So let me show you how to handle this situation. There are 3 main steps I'm going to show you. Preparing to change your tire, taking off the old tire, and replacing the old tire with a spare. Let's get to it. First, let's talk about preparing to change your tire. The first thing you should always do is move as far away from traffic as you can and turn on your hazard lights for safety reasons. Once that is done, make sure you are on flat and solid and level ground and that the vehicle is secured by being put in park or using your parking brake. And you're also, if you're not on level ground, you're going to want to block your car like so with rocks or a board. Once this is done, you are ready to find your equipment. Most vehicles come with a spare tire, a lug wrench, and a car jack that can be found in the back of your car under the floorboards. NBC News quoted from a survey where 2,000 car owners were interviewed and they were asked, can you change your tire? And only 42% of them were confident that you could do so. Now that we've talked about what to do in assessing your tools, now we're ready to talk about taking off the old tire. Taking off the tire consists of loosening the lug nuts, raising the car, and removing the tire. First, you're going to want to turn your lug nuts to the left and begin to remove them, just so that they are finger length. You're going to use your lug wrench by doing so. You're going to align it, and just like that, you're going to remove it. But you don't want to take them off just yet. You only want them finger loose. You're going to come to the side of your vehicle and you're going to place your car jack in the specific spot. This specific spot can be found in your owner's manual and your console. You are also given this hook. You're going to hook it and put your lug wrench on it. And you're going to push clockwise and begin to raise your vehicle. This vehicle has already been raised for time purposes. Now that the vehicle is raised and you have your lug nuts already pulled off, you can use your fingers and begin to loosen them off. You're going to want to keep your lug nuts in a safe place and remember where they are, because you're going to need them again. You're going to grab the tire by the sides and just wiggle it off. According to ActiveTools.com, 7 tire punctures happen per second, meaning that there are approximately 220 million flat tires per year. With that being said, the average person has 5 flat tires a lifetime. Now that we've discussed finding our tools and how to remove the flat tire, let's discuss replacing the tire. Now that we've gotten the flat tire off, it's time to get our spare tire put back on safely so we can hit the road. You're going to want to grab your spare tire and align the holes with the lug nuts. Once you get it put on, you're going to grab your lug nuts and you're going to put them on about finger tight. You're going to want to put a star pattern when putting these on so that the pressure is evenly dispersed. And LiveAbout.com talked about this so people would know whenever you use this star pattern, because whenever you're pushing them on, it's pushing the tire both ways, and you're going to loosen each one if you do not use this pattern. Now that we have our lug nuts on and just nice enough to the touch, we're going to come back here and we're going to turn counterclockwise, and we would put the car back down on the ground. And for time purposes, we're going to act like we lowered the car, and we would come back here and begin spinning these and make sure that they are fully on. Just like that. In conclusion, flat tires can be a pain and can interrupt our everyday life. Therefore, it is very important to know what to do in this situation if this were to happen. Just by knowing these 3 steps of finding your tools, removing the flat tire, and replacing the tire, a person can make this situation much easier on themselves. Now that you have this valuable skill and aren't clueless, you are ready to hit the road. And this is my audience.